there was something about stepping onto this property. If any of you have ever been on a missions trip or work and witness trip, you know it's very different. When you step into that place, there's like, God is welcome in that place. And there's something about coming onto this ranch that felt very much like that trip that I was on. It was the first time I had felt that anywhere but here. And anyway, so we had our first session shortly. It was less than a month after that. Had just a really great time, a good first experience. Came out for the second session. And one of the things that I had told Sharon, as a therapist, have been going to therapy since I was 19. I am much older than that now. And so I had been going to talk therapy for years, close to 30 years. And our second session was out working with Boaz. And one of the things that I wanted to work through was my fear of relationships. I'd never been married, hadn't been in a relationship longer than a year, and just very closed off to people, to men especially. And so the second session, I realized I had not worked with Boaz at all, the only male horse that was out there. In fact, I had no interaction with him. I was afraid of him. I went the other way when he would come near. And so that second session, I was like, I really want to work on this. And so Sharon was the one who led me through all my sessions. It was at that time. So we get out there with Boaz, and I realized that I was the problem, that I wasn't the men around me, the beliefs that I had. It was me. That was the problem. And so that second session, I had this huge breakthrough and began to realize that I was creating all of the issues that I had. So in January, I decided to go online because I hadn't dated in at least 10 years. And within a month, was getting ready to get off of the app, because if any of you have done online dating, it's not fun. So I was getting ready to shut down the app, sent the message out to one last person, and within 24 hours, and I had decided if I don't hear back from him, I'm done with this. And that next day he had reached out, and we started talking. We met for the first time in March. In April, we started dating. In September, he proposed back there at the cross. Brought him out for a couple of sessions, and he and Sharon worked together to come up with an activity. So he proposed there, and then we got married right here, the following house. So when I say that this place is life transformative, I say that this place is life transformative. But what was even more beautiful than all of that is the way that God brought us together, and how it really was the breaking open of all of those wounds and allowing them to be seen and heard and valued in this space. And this was a safe place to be able to do that. Jason, my husband, who's not here, he had knee replacement last week, so he's home convalescing at the moment. But something that stands out to me is that as a mental health therapist, as someone who believes fully in therapy and who has been, I still am in therapy, this was the place that broke through.